Start at fence number 1. We finish at fence number 11. Winner of the class will be the horse rider combination with the least number of penalties and the quickest time in the jump off round. If we get to after the first round, I should say, an equality of faults or more than one horse and rider on 0 penalties, we will go to a jump off round. Tom McDermott, he rides Tim Boland's nomination of Cooley Gangster, and the first of our riders to go. It's an 11-year-old Irish sport horse, Monkey as he's known around the stables, sired by Candy Boy in Ireland out of a Irish mare. An Irish sport horse gelding from Mulgoa. Tim Boland's nomination of Tom McDermott, the 2024 New South Wales Jumping Horse of the Year. And the first of our horse and riders to go in this class number 855. So if you drop a fence down, whether you knock one rail or the entire fence over, 4 penalties added to the score. Each horse and rider start on the best score of 0. Time in the first round will decide our minor placings. Tom McDermott carrying the 8 jumping penalties. Comes down to the final fence, carrying 8, sets himself up safely over the last, stops the clock, 77.78. 77.78 for 8 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 8 for Tom McDermott and Cooley Gangster. Now into the arena now, we welcome Quell Philo 16, Quell Philo 16 and Amelia Douglas. Next of our combinations here into the arena. Amelia, no stranger to the centre ring, having come up through the junior and young rider competitions. "13-year-old Holsteiner by Quill Dream out of W. Zora. Having had over 80 starts. Was second place at the Dressage Jumping with the Stars World Cup qualifier in March of this year. Amelia Douglas, second of our riders out here, trains with George Sanna from Chatham Park. Went to school here in Sydney, been around the world with the sport of equestrian, been over to Europe, the Middle East, and now back here in Australia. This has been a wonderful round, 2 fences left to go. Let's ride with her to the final fence. Keep your eye on her. Time allowed 84 seconds. She comes down to the final fence, sets herself up over the finish line. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, warm the hands here in the NG Stadium. Clear jumping, clear time, 82.94. A clear round for Quell Philo 16. And what a way to kick off our Group A Section 1. 1 on 8 penalties. Now we see it a clear round. And Amelia Douglas has done all she can. Leaves no stone unturned out there in the main arena here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show on a lovely afternoon. Next into the arena, we welcome Stuart Jenkins, Cassini 2.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in our ring number 4, we have a result to hand for class 747, open boy rider, 6 years and under 9 years. In first place today, we congratulate catalogue number 3094, Master Tyler Edwards, with his nomination Tarara Sills Sapphire. In second place today, we have catalogue number 3097, Mr. Samuel Amy's nomination Karana Candyman.
So Stewie Jenkins, Fairview Alicana, is the Australian show jumping champion in 2023. Didn't get a chance to go and defend his title at Willinga Park last year. Our current Australian champion, nowadays down in Victoria, Phil Lever. Well, Stewie jumped into that combination, and you could just see a slight hesitation of Cassini 2, owned by Peter Carcree, formerly owned by Sharon Slater, competed and won the 2022 Australian show jumping champion with Tom McDermott in the saddle, now owned by Peter Carcree from up there at Ayr in far north Queensland and ridden by Stuart Jenkins. So Stewie's got to make a decision. I think I know the decision he's going to make. If he wants to jump that again, he must jump A before B. He canters round and jumps fence number 1. He says, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. He'll eliminate himself from the competition by jumping fence number 1. Or in fact, I'm told the correct terminology is retired. So retires from the class and will be out of the competition. But we start each day again. Well, she's the treasurer, they tell me, for the Showcase of Show Jumping, bookkeeper, and chief lady in invoicing. Johnny Walker sponsoring one of the teams at the up-and-coming event later this year, next month, out there at Windsor. It is the Showcase of Show Jumping's event put on by Yandu. And we welcome out Jess Rice-Ward, Talara Diarangle. The next of our riders into the arena.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we look across to ring number 1, we have a result to hand for class 594, Child's Show Hunter Hack, over 15 hands high, to be ridden by a child under 17 years. In first place today, we congratulate catalogue number 2078, Miss Melissa Gillies, with her nomination Verdict by Direction. In second place today, we congratulate catalogue number 1154, Miss Georgie Batten's nomination, Main's Picture Perfect. In third place today, congratulations to catalogue number 2055, Mrs. Rebecca Gowalenko and Dr. Alex Gowalenko, with their nomination, Artes Fligende. In fourth place today, catalogue number 2074, Ms. Holly Shields' nomination, Daiquiri Laredo Moon. And in fifth place today, catalogue number 2053, Mrs. Susan Bufton's nomination, Staunton Vale Winchester.
Jess Rice-Ward, Talara Diarangle comes round to one last fence. 84 seconds the time allowed. Comes on down to this final fence. Come on, Jess. We have a jump off. 2 horses, 2 riders jump a clear round. 82.15, 82.15. And that is our second clear round under the time allowed of 84 seconds. It's the 2 young guns, the 2 youngest riders in this competition that have put the pressure onto our more senior, more experienced riders and said, we can jump it clean, can you do the same? As we welcome out now the next of our riders. 5th horse to go in this competition. This is Eagle Rock and Ali Lamb. Ali comes to us from down there at Denison. Where's Denison, I hear you all say? I had to ask the same thing on the first time. Beautiful dairy country on the East Gippsland, just on the north side of Sale. And some of the very productive dairy country. That is what Ali and Andrew Lamb do. They run a big milking operation. They also run a professional show jumping stable. And 3 out of the 4 family members are all competing at the top level. Ali and Andrew and their oldest son, Joel. Ali and Joel jumping here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Eagle Rock, being a staple of their team for a number of years now. A heart the size of Farlap, a superstar of a stallion. Owned and ridden by Ali Lamb. Ali Lamb turns for home safely over the last, no problem with the timekeeper, 80.46, 80.46, 12 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 12 for Eagle Rock and Ali Lamb. Next out into the arena, Riverton Cantador and Reese Stones. In 4th place here yesterday, this combination. Looking to emulate that, jumped a sensational clear round. Just outside the winner's time. It was a 1-round competition yesterday under Table A rules. So instead of having a jump off, it was time on the first round. Today, it's a 2-round jump off. For those that like the rules, it's Article 238, 2.2, meaning a jump off class. We have 2 horses and riders in equal first place that will be invited back for the jump off. On course now from the Oaks in the Wallandilly Shire, just outside of Camden. Beautiful part of the world. We welcome out Reese Stones, Riverton, Cantador. Cantador out of Oaks Altador, a very successful mare. And by Canaan, a European stallion. Interesting, if you look at the breeding of many of our horses, we are getting very specific to breed elite show jumpers or elite sport horses. There's a lot of all sorts of technology these days. In the modern era, you can get a magnificent Grand Prix mare, take a embryo out of that mare, inseminate it with semen from a horse based over in Europe, and implant that into a surrogate. So you can have a competition mare performing and still producing the next generation of show jumpers. In the last couple of years, we've even seen the buying and selling and trading of embryos. It's certainly seen an amazing increase of and producing the top horses. Well, carrying the 2 fences that need rebuilding, 8 jumping penalties. So not going to make the jump off here for Reese today, but certainly looking on day number 2 to continue giving this horse all the experience and exposure out here in the NG Stadium on a lovely afternoon. Nicely over the final fence, 83.21, 83.21, 8 jumping penalties. No time penalties, a total of 8 for Riverton Cantador and Reese Stones. Next out into the arena, Fleur Delacour and Sam Whale. Well, originally from Hampton Downs in New Zealand, now based here in New South Wales. Sam and her husband Jeremy Whale have been wonderful wonderful competitors in the sport horse industry. A large team of horses. Well, finished sixth in the World Cup qualifier down there at the Jumping with the Stars at Werribee in March this year. And there's a couple of horses. Fleur Delacour is a 2013 born, New Zealand bred by Corfino 2 out of Jazz. This lovely mare has been a staple of Sam's team. This is Sam and Jeremy's first time competing at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And wonderful to welcome them here in 2025. Fortunately, yes, got a little off fence number 4, which meant the distance to fence number 5A didn't quite come where Sam had hoped it would have. And carries the 12 penalties from that one line. 2 fences, 3 efforts, proving a little costly here this afternoon. The skill of any horse and rider. The job of the rider is to get the horse to the correct takeoff point. The job of the horse is to jump the jump. Horses have an inapt skill and ability to be able to jump. It's been honed in on their breeding for many, many years. It is truly a combination between horse and rider. 79.15, 79.15. 3 rails down, 12 jumping penalties. No time penalties, a total of 12. As we welcome out now the next of our riders, riding Helen Chugg's nomination of Diamond B Vivian and James Patterson Robinson. A 15-year-old mare by Vivant. As we said, owned by Helen Chugg. By Vivant, out of our Diamond B Conceal, which was bred by Conquistador. Both sire and dam sire were owned by Diamond B Stud. And that bloodline of a Vivant back to a Conquistador has produced some of the best horses in the country, and if not the world. This horse has been competing here at the top level at the Sydney Royal Easter Show for many years. In fact, 4 years ago, remember commentating with Amanda Madigan, winning the final of the Group A Section 1 classes. Now in the saddle, James Patterson Robinson finished second in the last class, riding Sue Knox's nomination of Yakala Edward. Stepping out onto the main arena, Diamond B Vivian and James Patterson Robinson. Just the 2 clear rounds so far. So 2 horses and riders booking a spot into the second round. Well, turns for home now. 3 fences left to go. This related line, the triple bar, the big ski jump fence. Down to the big tall vertical, standing at an impressive metre 50 to a metre 55 in height. And we are seeing a Grand Prix level here this afternoon. 2 rails down, 80.35, 80.35. 2 rails down, 8 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 8. James Patterson Robinson, Diamond B Vivian. As we now welcome out Jamie Kermond and Jamie riding Talara Stalensky. Bell sounds. This combination found a braking issue yesterday. Wasn't quite what we expected from Kermo, formerly ridden by Jamie winning Kermond. Talara Stalensky now in the saddle. Australian show jumping champion on multiple occasions. Jamie Kermond represented Australia in World Equestrian Games, 2 occasions. Represented Australia at Nations Cup level. On the World Cup final in Australia, been our leading World Cup rider. Certainly been a fierce competitor. First really shot to the stardom with a horse called Stylish King when he was based down in Warrnambool in about 2004, 2005. Went to Aachen to the World Equestrian Games in 2006 as a relatively young junior or young rider. Not what Jamie was hoping for there. Unfortunately, a disobedience at 5A. Picks up the 4 faults for the disobedience there. Oh, unfortunately, second disobedience, incurring elimination. Gee, it's rare that you see that from one of our best, Jamie Kermond. Hoping his wife wasn't watching then. We now welcome out our winner from yesterday, Jamie winning Kermond. 71.77 the time. She was super quick, super slick, and jumped a lovely clear round. Can she emulate it today? 2 clear rounds thus far, Amelia Douglas and Jess Rice-Ward. Next out into the arena, Talara Watkomblensky and Jamie winning Kermond. Out of the famous winning family and winning appliances and appliances online, being wonderful supporters of Jamie and her family. They've been great supporters of show jumping, very generous organisation, and offer legendary service. And we thank them for their continued support of the sport and of the Yandu team.
Well, folks, in ring number 4, we are currently judging a very special riding class. This is the junior champion boy rider in the Junior Champion Boy Rider will receive the General Carry-Upper Perpetual Trophy. Now this particular trophy, it's a shield-shaped timber plaque made by Barton and Son & Co. Limited at Bangalore in India, and it was donated by the late General Carry-Upper, a former High Commissioner from India. And this perpetual trophy was first presented in 1956. So our exhibitors are just working out now in front of our judge, and we will have the announcement of the 2025 Junior Champion Boy Rider. And we have been judged in ring number 2 in front of the Sydney Royal stand. This is class number 579, the Show Hunter Galloway, over 14 hands, not exceeding 14.2 hands. We welcome here this afternoon our judge from Queensland, Ms. Carmel Perkins, our Chief Steward in Charge, Councillor Mr. Duncan McIntyre, and our stewards down here this afternoon we have Mr. Dick Adams, Ms. Heather O'Sullivan, and Mr. Zach Maylou. Zach, one of our international stewards here this year, Tim.
World champion, that man too.
World champion, and he won the judges and stewards class yesterday too, didn't he?
Munro and Field Perpetual Trophy for our judges and stewards. Well, it'll just be a slight hold in the show jumping. We've where that horse had that disobedience, he ripped right into the ground to make it fair and even. We've sent our last 3 competitors back out to the warm-up arena. I think we're going to bring the roller out and just repair that ground. We want to make sure that all of our horses and riders have the best opportunity to jump here at the highest of levels. So we will just take a slight hold while we work through that, and then we'll be back. Some great names on that list that you were just reading out, and we have a look there. I was just having a look earlier. Brett Davey actually won that class. He's our chief jumping steward in 1992. James Coonan in 1994. James Patterson Robinson, who we just saw go, won that class in 1988. And see some wonderful little names of some young men who have gone on. Tyler Kelly, of course, our turn back and pickup rider here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, won it in 2014. Jack Ray in 2017 and 2018. Chase Jackson, Harry Murphy last year, and Harrison Galloway Smith. But I love going back to those older years when you look down here and you see the names that come in. Michael Lynch in 77, 78, and 79, and 1980. Michael Lynch, of course, went on to be a very good racehorse trainer.
A lot of history there.
Yeah.
It's a good trophy, and we're about to award it here for 2025. So folks, we award the Junior Champion Boy Rider for 2025, special class number 749, and we invite forward our champion, catalogue number 3095, Cruz George from Corindai, here in New South Wales, the rich farming country up there at Corindai, good town Corindai, and he is your champion, riding Corvin Park, Mr. Attitude. Will be awarded the General Carry-Upper Perpetual Trophy, presented here by our RAS representative, our Chief Steward down there. This afternoon we have Councillor Mr. Chris Carter. Bridget Sills, our judge down there, folks. She's from Young here in New South Wales, and she is presenting the championship to the Corindai competitor, Cruz George, and Corvin Park, Mr. Attitude. And reserve champion, we invite forward exhibit number 3096, Oliver Galloway Smith from O'Connell here in New South Wales. Oliver is riding Bambris Nigger have been awarded reserve champion, and Justin Matthews from the broadcast box, he is down there ring centre, and he'll probably catch up with our champion and reserve champion here as the presentation takes place. Down to you, Justin.
Thank you very much, Jake. And we are down here in centre ring with our champion today. I'll just come across and speak to young Cruz. Cruz, what a wonderful achievement this is. You must be really, really proud.
Yes, I am.
Now, Cruz, how long have you been partnered with your horse here?
About a year or two.
And it's a wonderful partnership. Now, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes. Is there anyone that you'd like to say thank you to?
Yes, Serendipity Lodge Show Horses for helping me learn to ride properly and getting me to this advanced level of horse riding.
Well, a wonderful achievement, Cruz. Congratulations again. And I'll come round to our we'll come round to quickly and have a quick chat to our young runner-up here. My gosh, what an amazing achievement. You've done so well out here. Is there anyone that you'd like to say thank you to today?
Mom, Dad, and everyone that helped me to get to this point.
Fantastic work. Ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful achievement to see two incredibly talented young horsemen here in centering here at the NG Stadium.
Good on you, Justin. They speak well too, those two gentlemen. Harry Murphy was your winner here 12 months ago in 2024. Harrison Galloway-Smith, the two-time winner, 2022, 2023. Chase Jackson has been a winning recipient of this championship in 2019 and 2021. And Mitchell Southern from up there at St George, now going very well in the rodeo industry. He won this class in 2016. So congratulations there to our junior champion boy rider, the winner of the General Carry-Upper Perpetual Trophy from Corindai, Cruz Georgia, and your reserve champion, Master Oliver Galloway-Smith. Well, Tim Dreverman, that's a lovely piece of music, that, isn't it?
I absolutely love that piece. I actually play it at the start of the day when I'm here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I could listen to that all day.
It's just a lovely piece.
Like the Magnificent Seven theme song.
What's the seventh?
Magnificent Seven. It's a great Western cowboy and Western movie.
Oh, yeah.
They've just got this great piece of music. And it's just very catchy.
Yeah, nice. Well, we play that. That's our camp draft key, but I think we're going to steal it for some other parts as well.
I don't know, there's just something about it, isn't there?
Yeah, just gets you to want to listen. Look up.
Do you like music?
I do.
That's good.
You know, I wish I could be. I wish I could play a guitar or sing. Don't you think it'd be cool to be able to?
Oh, it'd be unreal.
Get an acoustic guitar and sit around the campfire or around a
Chris Eggleton, one of our counsellors here in the centre ring, he's a very, very talented musician.
So there's a rumour going around that if we all ask him enough, he will perform an acoustic duo with announcer Emma Irene at the Members Bar on Friday evening. So if anyone sees Chris Eggleton, you need to say, hey, Chris, can't wait to see you perform on Friday night with Emma. Now, anyone who
led to believe it's happening.
Yes, well, we need to just absolutely lock it in place. We got the nod of approval from our ringmaster, so he's going to ask him. We need to keep asking. Chris Eggleton, when you can't wait to see you perform with Emma Irene at the Members Bar Friday evening from 9 p.m.
Have you done any singing or played a guitar in your time?
I'll tell you a little story, actually. So I went to a prestigious...
You've got a voice of an angel.
I went to a prestigious boys' school in Sydney. I was very lucky to boarding school, to one of the GPS schools. Anyway, they were recording the chapel in 1998 and I was in year 8 and I was there and we were all singing, all the boarders were singing our hearts out, and the chapel master, the choir master came along and he's critiquing all of them, and he put his hand on my shoulder and I think, oh, I'm going to get a call up here. He said, Dreverman, you better mind. True story. Jamie winning Kermon now back out into the arena on Talara Watt-Komblensky after our ring crew repaired the ground. It got quite cut up at 5A, so it's all been repaired. And she'll just come and have a quick inspection. She's gone back out into the warm-up arena. Had to go back through her warm-up procedure. I hope it hasn't put her off her game. Yesterday's winner. She is ever a competitor, always focused. And a lovely friend of mine. We've been friends for 25, nearly 30 years. Can you believe it, Jim? Don't know where time goes. Time flies when you're having fun. Jamie winning Kermon, Talara Watt-Komblensky makes their way down to centre stage. And a horse owned with the Peel family. And the winning family came together to buy this lovely horse from the late Mark Fraser. I won't read that message out, Kermo, but boy, do I agree with you. You and I know what we're talking about. Jamie winning Kermond, the mother of beautiful young Hudson and Thomas Kermond, one of the proprietaries of Yandu Equestrian, one of our premier stables here in Australia. They came down to Equitana last year. Most people brought 4 or 5 horses at max on a truck. They had 22 horses down there. We only had 70 horses on the ground. A large operation with many logistics going on in the background, and at the forefront of driving the business is this young lady here. Jamie winning Kermond. Talara Watt-Komblensky. Three fences left to go. Come on, Jim. Comes on round, safely over fence number 10. She turns for home. She was yesterday's winner. We've only got 2 clear rounds. Is this our 3rd clear round? We'll have a look at the time. It's going to be right. Come on, Jim. Ever a professional, 79.28, clear jumping, clear time. Next out into the arena, Amber Fuller, Cadenza, NZ, PH.
Right, we move in front of the Sydney Royal Stand, ring 2 for class 579, folks, and the results are in. Show Hunter Galloway over 14 hands, not exceeding 14 2 hands. And Carmel Perkins, our judge, presents the ribbon to catalogue number 2036, Michelle Laban's nomination from Wellcamp, just outside of Toowoomba in Queensland, and Royal Command of Sefton. Second place, exhibit number 2019, Miss Mafaway Story from Lugano, and L.A. Cartier. Third place, exhibit number 2035, Mrs. Sinead Grantham from Herne Hill in Western Australia, and Murraydale Park Cane. The fourth place ribbon, exhibit number 1848, Ruth Anderson from Barraba and Bells Mountain, Chicago. Fifth place, exhibit 1416, Zali Cameron and Lingtree 5 Star. Our sixth place ribbon, catalogue number 2018, Miss Ellie Rudder from Jillaby and Carlingford Park, Motown. And seventh place goes to catalogue number 2034, Tracy Fates and Alicia Malone from Beacon Hill and Daisy Patch Witchery. Back to Tim in the show jumping ring.
Thank you very much, Jake. Amber Fuller, a rider on course at the moment. And Amber riding Cadenza, NZPH. All clear so far through the first half of the course. Of course, we saw her stablemate, Amelia Douglas, as the first of our clear rounds. 3 clears so far, all young ladies. And that's what I love about this sport. Men and women compete on an equal playing field. You look at the top 40 in the world, It's nearly at the moment an equal split between men and women. And it's not a sport about size or stature. Hey, Amber Fuller comes on down to the final fence. Clear jumping, time allowed 84 seconds, time taken 85.884. 2 time penalties, no jumping penalties, into 4th place. Won't come back, did pick up the 2 time penalties, so won't be invited back for the jump off. But a lovely clear round on day number 2 for Cadenza NZPH. Guaranteed a top 5 finish with just 1 horse and rider left to go. Final horse now, KPH Cavatina. And the one and only James Mooney stepping into the arena. Owned by Jill Hawker, Robert and Vicky King, ridden by James Mooney, the 12-year-old man known as Cav around the stables, by Casiago out of Statarto. And second season at this level of competition. KBH Cavatina, James Mooney. James Mooney stops the clock, 81.94, 81.94, KPH Cavatina and James Mooney. 4 jumping penalties, no time penalties, a total of 4, so just 3 horses and riders. Jumping clear into the jump off, minor placings. James Mooney will be in 5th place, James, so you'll be required for presentation. Amber Fuller in 4th. James is our only 4th faulter. Amber Fuller on 2 penalties, so that'll be 4th and 5th. Who's going to get 1st? Who gets 2nd? Who gets 3rd? Amelia Douglas, Jess Rice Ward, Jamie Winning Kermond. We're going to come back for a jump off over a shortened course. 3 horses and riders. We'll start at fence number 13, a new fence in this second competition. We go 13, 1, 2, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 10 and 11. The winner of the class will be the horse rider combination with the least number of penalties and the quickest time. We know who's 4th, we know who's 5th. Every player will get a prize in the jump off. Who gets the big one? Who will pick up the magnificent blue ribbon here on day number 2? Yesterday's competition was won by Jamie Winning Kermond. Can she back it? Or does a new contender step up today and take the blue ribbon? In the young gun, Amelia Douglas or Jess Rice Ward. Well, if you are watching on at home on our live stream, hope you're enjoying the coverage here this afternoon. Also, to everyone here, will probably be as part of 5, maybe 7 or 8 minutes to turn this around. And coming up this afternoon, Jake Smith and Justin Matthews, the first of our tent pegging competitions. Due to get underway, we're a little bit behind schedule. Show jumping numbers have been astronomical, so we will be a bit behind, but who needs a schedule at the Sydney Royal Easter Show?
We'll get there, Tim, eventually, won't we?
Won't bother you or I. I know there'll be some stressed people around.
No, there's no point in getting stressed.
It just wastes energy, doesn't it?
It does. So the teams we've got here tonight, we've got Northeast Victoria, I do believe. Am I correct in saying that?
100%. They'll be first out.
Team from Gunnedah.
Yes.
The Light Horse team.
Correct.
And have we got a team here from Tamworth, is that correct? Or?
You are spot on,
Right.
look at you go. And a team from Maitland.
Maitland, they're
Yeah.
our, what's that, 5 teams?
Five teams competing. They'll be looking to try and put the best possible score on the board. And 2 runs of Lancers this afternoon. Justin,
They'll gallop down the centre of the ring, won't they?
Yeah, they will. You a fan of tent pegging, Justin Matthews?
Tim, I love a good tent pegging competition. Each year for the past 3 years, one of my other shows that I get to visit up north of the border and on the Sunshine Coast, where they actually do a feature tent pegging competition each and every evening, and it's as part of that, we also get to find out a bit more of the history at each day of the tent pegging and a lot of the uniforms that are worn. For example, I think Jake mentioned we have a light horse team out there. Nothing more iconic than the Australian light horse uniform. Of course, those beautiful the emu plumes, I believe they are. Or as someone once told me, kangaroo feathers, but I think they might have been having a bit of a josh there.
I think the emu plumes. Yeah. Well, there's a bit of conjecture of where tent pegging started, but it's one of the world's oldest sports, as Barry Biffin was saying, and 35 nations around the world now compete at an international level. The conjecture is there's a gruesome one where it started with cavalry taking out elephants in the Middle East and out through the Indian Wars. And they used to drive a spear down into the elephant's foot so it couldn't move. That's the gruesome one. The other one is that they literally dropped tent pegs from the other army as they slept overnight, and then became a sport and a skill at arms for our cavalries.
And it's a good skill too, isn't it? You know, these guys are galloping at full pace, aren't they?
25 to 30 kilometres an hour they're travelling. Lean out the side of a horse, pluck a piece of wood out of the ground. Well, it was a piece of wood. Today it is a piece of plastic that they bring out, a board that's 5 centimetres wide, 20 centimetres in length. You've got 4 of them. You can strike it, draw it and carry it. You get 6 points.
6 points.
24 for a complete team. You start Indian file. You then come back into 4 abreast. So you can get up to 48 points per run, plus you can get your drill score.
Yes, a lot in it. You've got to have very, very good hand-eye technique, don't you?
And as a commentator, you've got to have good maths.
Yes, good maths added up in your head.
Or you get
As
someone
you
up
go.
here that gives it to you in your earpiece.
Is that what you're planning on tonight?
I'll do my best.
Okay, righto.
I'll
And then
do
we've
my
got the
best.
World Championship Camp Draft also, the final round, round 6 of the Tyrrell's Wines World Championship Camp Draft. It's going to be a nail-bite finish here, Tim, of course.
Yeah.
White Young's won, won 2 rounds.
He's run 2 rounds.
Luke Bennett's won a round.
Warwick
Lawrence won last night.
And he's placed in a
Josh
couple of
Barnett's
rounds.
has won a couple of rounds place, so it's, you know, anything could happen, can't it?
And we have some very special trophies that we're going to award tonight. His Royal Highness, the Duke of Gloucester Perpetual Cup, will be awarded. The RAS New South Wales Excellence Medallion for the World Championship Camp Draft.
Vickery family, I should say, Perpetual Trophy, of course, Rob Vickery, past president of the RAS, honorary, and we'll have that trophy for the highest score in any session of the World Championship Camp Draft.
The Australian Stock Horse Society, highest placed Australian stock horse in their overall championship. The TB McFarlane Perpetual Trophy for the highest score in any session of the World Championship.
Top score, not bad,
draft.
91.5, isn't it?
Yeah, and a 23 in the cutout
Yeah.
as well. Luke Bennett the other night. Gee, was unlucky that steer. He had the gate and it just sat back, rode over at a fraction, and then it went ducked out of bounds. But that would have been an electric score. I think that would have been talking to the judges, we just have a refreshing Tyrrells after the round each night back over in the the muster room where we're meant to be having our Tyrrell's wines, and talking to the judges, they said that there, had he just continued on and got the gate, it was probably going to be looking like a 93 or a 94. Yeah, unbelievable. So
that horse went around in the show jumping at Glen Innes.
Yeah, he does it every year just for a bit of fun. We've been talking about it being a show jumper and then him being a camp drafter. We've been every night comparing notes, and I don't know. I don't think he's got the bug of show jumping as much as I might have the bug of camp drafting. But don't.
By a good stallion too, the Hazelwood Conman, who's a revolution in the
hasn't he been phenomenal?
Performance horses, you know, you talk about horses that have set the bar. He's probably raised at another level, you know, over the horses like Doc's Freckles Oak and Acres Destiny and all those top sires. He's bred some good ones.
The Hall family bred Conman.
Gunda Windy.
Yeah, lovely couple.
Out of that great mare Romance, who actually won the World Championship camp draft here at Sydney.
Really? There you go. And then don't throw out of the mix tonight Troy Palmer on the last night. Yeah. He has been short of a good run.
Multiple time winner.
And I tell you, when Troy's short, everyone else gets nervous because, you know, last night he was going for the big points.
Blue Tunes.
Blue Tunes. I tell you, he nearly came out the front door, that Blue Tune stopped so hard. He nearly went straight over the handlebars. Well, enough about the camp draft. That's coming up a little bit later. We've got tent pegging. But right now, we turn our entire focus down here in the NG Stadium to our show jumping arena. 3 horses and riders left to jump off. Amelia Douglas, Quiel Philo, 16. She's guaranteed a gold, silver or bronze. And she get the blue ribbon. The first place. Has she got enough? She's got a lead from the front. She's got to set the benchmark. We go over a shortened course. Fences 13, 1, 2, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 10 and 11. She'll make her way out into the arena. A big thank you to our course designer today, Mr. Graham Watts. Peter Mack, our assistant course designer. Up here in the jury box, we thank Bronte Talbot and Holly Spence, assisting Mr. Honar Yu. Our chief jumping steward, Mr. Brett Davey. Dave Chittick down on the gate where he's been for a long, long time, does a super job. And out the back in the collecting ring, Dion Williams and Jamie Kelly. That's our crew. They do a great job and we thank them for their effort, volunteering their time and services here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Well, we welcome out our first horse and rider. The bench's mark is there. She's got to set the standard. What is it that she can pull out this afternoon? Well, first horse. Well, Amelia Douglas makes her way nice and cautiously around to the combination. 5A, 5B. Rolls on down now. Time allowed in this second round, 68 seconds. It's got to be under that. That could cost her dearly in the end. Comes around to the final fence, sets herself up. Hey, Sydney, she's all clear at this stage. What can she do? Come on, Amelia. 57.35, 57.35. Clear jumping, clear time. She set the benchmark, 57.35. Well, Talara Diarangle and Jess Rice Ward now make their way out into the arena. Amelia Douglas has played it a little bit safe, but she has done what she set out to do. She says, I'm going to put a clear round. I'm going to keep rolling. I'm not going to be going too silly. There's good money on the line this afternoon, so I want to be up there at the top of the leaderboard. But she takes the pressure from her shoulders, throws them straight out over the edge and says to the other two riders, catch me if you can. Jess Rice Ward. Talara Diarangle rolls on now, straight away. Shows her intention. don't have to beat the other rider by 15 seconds. It's only 0.01 of a second that you need to be quicker. Oh, draws a rail. Now, we always use penalties over time in show jumping. Turns back to the oxer here out in the middle of the arena. She can't take the winner fried chicken dinner prize home tonight because she's had that rail down. Can put herself into a second place though, doesn't want to muck around. Carrying just the 4 jumping penalties, turns for home, sets herself up safely over the last. 61.05. Okay, puts herself into second. 57.35. Well, he's here in the grandstand. He said it to me at Bega World Cup show back in about 2003. I've always said that it's his line. As David Cameron said, the stage is set, the curtains are drawn. To win the class, Jamie winning Kermond. All you need to do is jump clear. Quicker than a time of 57.35. She was the winner here yesterday. That was a few years ago where she had the ride on Yandu Oaks Constellation. She came into Sydney Royal. She won on day 1 and she continued to be the leading Group A Section 1 horse that year. I watched her ride yesterday and thought, I haven't seen a ride this good since that moment in time, and boy, that was a great experience to be part of. Can she be up there again today? Jamie winning Kermond. Talara Watt-Komplensky. Needs to be slipperier than a piece of fried chicken out of a KFC box on this course to try and be quicker than the time of 57.35. Jamie winning Kermond. Got to jump clear. Got to jump quick. She knows what her good mate Amelia Douglas has done. She's got the sit on the course. Oh, rattles the rail. It's rocks in the cups. It stays there. We don't judge style. We don't judge form. Just whether it's up in the cup. She turns back to the second last. 57.35, the time to beat. Have a look at this, Sydney. Have a look at this. Your winner of the competition, Jamie winning Kermond. 55.05. She won yesterday. Back-to-back hero. What a legend. Jamie winning Kermond. Talara Watt-Komplensky will win day number 2. Amelia Douglas in second. Jess Rice-Ward in third. Amber Fuller in fourth. And James Mooney in 5th place. But hey, Sydney, one more time, put your hands together for Jamie winning Kermond and keep the applause going for the sensational Talara Watt-Komplensky. Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we make our way down for the presentation of class number 855, the Group A Section 1 competition. And please join me in congratulating the winner here this afternoon, the last competitor to go, Jamie winning Kermond, and Jamie riding Talara Watkomplensky. Double clear in a time, 55.05 to take out first place. Second place, congratulations to Amelia Douglas, Foil 16. One of only 2 double clear rounds, 57.35, so 2.3 seconds behind our winner. Third place, Talara Diarangle and Jess Rice Ward, the only other horse into the jump-off round. And congratulations to to Jess Rice Ward, Amber Fuller and Cadenza NZPH in fourth place, just those 2 time penalties in the first round. And the fastest of our 4 falters in James Mooney, KPH Cavatina in 5th place. But the lady of the moment, she won here yesterday, back-to-back champion. Well done, Jim.
Thanks, Tim. Just want to, with the opportunity with the microphone, another big mention and thank you to the Peel family, Lynn and Rachel, for letting me ride such a beautiful horse. I want to thank the horse as well, because she is extremely special and a pleasure to ride. I feel extremely lucky. And also just wanted to say it's also a very proud moment for us at Yandu with Jessie in the jump off with me. She's a very good rider and the horse is lovely. Well done to the other competitors too.
Hey Jim, we said a couple of years ago you had the ride on Napa. You were the leading Part 1 horse and rider here. I reckon I haven't seen you ride as good since then. Out here today, you're looking very good. That must be playing in the back of your mind. 2 wins from 2 classes. Can you do it again?
Not sure. The competition's pretty tough for the good horses and riders, but I do a lot of teaching and I tell all my students that you have to enjoy the good days because there's many bad ones. So I'm just enjoying the moment. Doesn't really matter from here. It's just a pleasure to ride this horse in anything.
Love that answer. Well done, Jim. Congratulations. The runner-up in the class, Amelia Douglas. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. My horse jumped super out there. Big congratulations to Jim. She's on fire. And I'd just like to thank the whole committee for putting on such a great show again.
It's wonderful to hear in your peers. Girl power in this class, the biggest class of the show, top 4 places. You've got your stablemate in Amber down there and are surrounded by such strong women riders. It must be great to compete against them all.
Yeah, Tim, it's great to see the girls crushing it. So yeah, a big congratulations to Jessie as well.
Well done, congratulations. Well, what a class we've seen here this afternoon. We'll send them off with our green coat, the one and only Mike Rowland. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our winner and place getters of our Group A Section 1, the legend today, back-to-back winner. Well done to the one and only Jamie winning Kermond, Talara Watkomplensky.